How many roads must a man walk down?
How old are you?
30.
And what are you doing in your life?
This is what I do professionally. I mean, I put together different Jewish theatre projects.
Okay. Okay, so now we're rolling.
So right now I'm looking at building up a Jewish theatre company which can consistently make Jewish theatre work in the UK community. And on Paideia, we said the best thing to do would be to work on a particular project, on one production, and that can be a kind of, to build momentum on the theatre company. I have been speaking to Poppy Borelowitz, who's another participant here and who works for the Jewish Social Action Forum, who have a new campaign about the environment. And we realised, I'd be excited to make a play on this subject. I want it to stand as a piece of art in its own right. I mean, I don't want it to be too polemical, didactic. And at the same time, with the production around it, for it to be a gateway into getting more involved. We're looking right now at a selection of texts, kind of narrowing it down to the ones that we're going to use as our starting point, a number of rabbinical texts. For example, I've come across one text about how do we interact with nature. Once we establish that we do, that human beings can't leave the world in its pristine, natural state, the question then is, what are the most harmonious ways that we can work with nature? We might start with one of those texts and ask the variety of actors to respond physically to that text, to the associations that it brings up, to modern equivalent scenarios, to respond in movement, in gesture, in sound, and then see where that leads us and start to piece something together. I'm not just bringing in a writer and saying, write this play and then we're going to perform it. It's going to develop in a kind of devising process with the actors, maybe with a writer who observes the workshops and then starts to pick out certain points from it. Shortly after leaving Oxford, I started trying to decide between becoming a rabbi or becoming an actor. And I was speaking to a lot of different people about this, and someone suggested to me, why not try and combine these two and bring my love of Jewish text together with my love of theatre. And that was when I went off and did my master's in a field called applied drama, which is drama applied to educational, community, social contexts.